This is where I see people break down. This is where I see students paralyzed by perfectionism. This is where I see young adults stuck in their lives because they're waiting for the moment when everything makes sense before they take action. But that moment never comes. And the people who win in life are the ones who understand this. They move forward with incomplete information. They make decisions and they live with the consequences. That's intelligence. Now, let me hit you with the third question, and this one is about you specifically. What is something you're absolutely terrible at? I mean, genuinely bad, something that makes you feel stupid. Got it? Now here's the real question. Have you ever actually spent serious time learning it? And I don't mean watching a YouTube video or reading an article. The second question is about survival. Imagine you're in a locked room. There are 4 doors. The first door leads to a room where the temperature is so hot it will kill you instantly. The second door has a hungry tiger. The third door has an assassin with a gun. The fourth door has a bridge over a 1,000-foot drop. Which door do you choose? Think about this seriously. Most people get stuck here because they're trying to find the safe door, but that's the trap. There is no safe door. So what's the real intelligence here? It's understanding that sometimes the intelligence isn't in finding the perfect answer. It's in accepting that you have to choose something imperfect and commit to it. Real intelligence is making decisions despite fear, not waiting for certainty that never comes. So let's jump into the first question. I want you to really think about this one. You have a glass of water. The water is pure and clean. Now imagine you add 1 drop of poison to it. The poison spreads through the entire glass instantly. The water is now completely poisoned. Now here's the question. How many drops of clean water do you need to add to make the glass safe to drink again? Most people immediately start calculating. They think about ratios and percentages. Their brain goes into mathematical mode. And that's exactly where they fail. Because the answer isn't a number. The answer is that you can never make that glass safe again. You don't fix a poisoned glass by adding more water. You empty it and start fresh. This is the first test of real intelligence. Can you break free from the obvious path your brain wants to take? Can you challenge the assumption that you're supposed to solve it the way you've been taught? Most people can't. They've spent so many years following rules. You've been told your entire life that you're either smart or you're not. You were born with a fixed amount of intelligence and there's nothing you can do about it. So when you fail at something, you accept it. When you struggle with a problem, you give up. When you see someone succeed where you failed, you tell yourself they're just naturally gifted. But what if everything you've been told about intelligence is a lie? What if the real reason most people fail isn't because they lack brain power, but because they're playing the wrong game entirely? Today, I'm going to show you an IQ test that will completely change how you see your own mind. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand why most people fail it, and more importantly, how you're going to be different. Let me start with something real. I want you to think about the last time you faced a problem you couldn't solve. Maybe it was a math question that made your brain freeze. Maybe it was Finley Discover Next.